Hello and welcome to Xbox On. Today marks the start of a truly epic Back Compat Sale on Xbox One. Hundreds of awesome Xbox 360 games are having their prices slashed by up to 75%. Of course, you can play them all on 360, but all of these games can be downloaded and enjoyed on Xbox One too. And if you plan to pick up Project Scorpio later in the year, they'll work on that too. I've picked over hundreds of great deals to pick out the savings that you'd be crazy to miss. The people asked for it and Xbox delivered. Black Ops 2 is finally playable on Xbox One. In fact, the reason I'm making this video by myself is that I've not been able to tear Benny away from the game since it hit Back Compat. I've never seen him so happy. It appears in the sale with a whopping 60% off, a killer deal from one of the best multiplayer games on Xbox One. And now is a great time to dive in. Its recent Back Compat arrival means the servers are full and you're never far away from your next match. Just don't come crying to us when fans who have been playing it religiously for the last 4.5 years come and school you at it. Yes, there's a chance you might run into Benny and get your ass handed to you, but at these prices, a little humiliation is doable. Is there anyone on this planet who hasn't played Rockstar's legendary Cowboy 'em Up? If so, they're about to spend the best £10 they've ever spent. That money gives you a ticket to gaming's very own Westworld, a virtual Wild West where you can play out every frontier fantasy from train robbing bandit to poker playing drunk. We spent entire days galloping around causing random cowboy mischief, and when we're tired of that, there's one of gaming's greatest stories waiting to be uncovered. And once you've done all that, and it will take a while, you have to try the Undead Nightmare DLC, an entire new campaign set in a zombie-infested desert. The DLC alone has more content than most standalone games. The idea of it going for the price of a shot of saloon whiskey is a steal. Your inner bandit will thank you. If you prefer a sandbox which is less, well, sandy, then you can revisit Liberty City in GTA 4. It's easy to forget how revolutionary this game was, adding hilarious ragdoll physics to your acts of physical violence and giving the city a genuine sense of life with its meaty side characters and side activities. Of course, if you've already played the game to death, now is also a great time to finally try GTA 4's killer DLC. Whether you choose to join a biker gang in the gritty Lost and the Damned, or see the sillier side of the city in the Ballad of Gay Tony, a game that plays like a dry run for the more overblown GTA 5, both of these add-ons are essential adventures. If you've recently been playing Prey and it's got you in the mood for other games where you can do whatever the hell you want, why not revisit Deus Ex Human Revolution? Okay, so there's no space station to float around in, but you do get a pair of swords that burst out of your elbows. Space or elbow swords? I know what I'd go with. After many years away, Deus Ex returned in amazing style on Xbox 360. The world has such a sense of place, and your diverse augmentations allow you to tackle its challenges however you want. Do you slip through the shadows and air vents, or do you spray mood-altering chemicals at people until they begin to see things your way? Or do you just give them the cold shoulder and the sharp elbow? The choice is yours, and for the price of a sandwich. Bargain. With Burnout Paradise's whopping 67% discount, you are paying far less for a game that is all about more. More speed and more risk to earn that speed as you drive towards oncoming traffic. More freedom to approach the race how you want, using every shortcut in the open world Paradise City to make it to the finish line before the competition. More stuff to do with each passing hour, with an event at every intersection and hundreds of side tasks to complete. And for us, more shame as we mess up a dodge and pile our car into another, all filmed in glorious slow motion. Few games on Xbox 360 worked as hard as Burnout Paradise to keep you playing on the edge of your seat. For a price like this, it would be rude not to indulge it. If life in Fallout 3's inhospitable wasteland has taught me anything, it's to appreciate a good bargain when I see one. Both Fallout 3 and its Nevada-based follow-up New Vegas are on sale with 67% off. The kind of saving you'd really need to level up your barter skills to achieve in-game. If you've not already visited Bethesda's post-apocalyptic play pits, then you're about to get hundreds of hours of exploration goodness for the price of a fast food dinner. Fallout 3 drags the classic RPG kicking and screaming, and occasionally bleeding, into the 21st century, while New Vegas follows it up with a slightly freakier tale and a bigger focus on picking allegiances in a troubled world. Either way, these are essential RPGs and a ludicrously good value. We felt pretty lucky when Valve decided to release 5 critically acclaimed games for £50 back in 2007. The idea that they'd sell the set for less than a fiver makes us wonder if travelling through all those portals has fried their brain boxes. For one tiny sum, you'll get Half-Life 2, a game that needs no introduction, the amazing Episodes 1 and 2, Team Fortress 2, and the mighty Portal 1. So that's 3 of the best shooters ever made, one of the best multiplayer games ever made, and probably the best magical portal puzzle game ever made. The only downside to having this kind of easy access is that it'll stir up all those sad feelings about the lack of Half-Life 3 in our lives. I've put in a shout out for Rayman Legends, one of my all-time favourites. It plays like a living cartoon, full of mad elastic energy and a soundtrack that will bury itself deep inside your brain and refuse to leave. I mean, who can argue with a game where you get to do platforming synchronised to Eye of the Tiger or Black Betty? I'd go as far as saying it's the best 2D platformer that doesn't feature Mario on the box. A bold claim, but one that I think holds up. An incredible deal at $4.94. The Fable games have a special place in my heart. In what other gaming world can you woo the love of your life by crapping your pants? Ew. Real life seems so boring after spending a few days in Albion. Luckily, it's never been this cheap to visit. Both Fable 2 and Fable 3 have 75% off in the sale. Fable 2 is our personal pick. It's the tale of one hero and their dog, and well, the rest is up to you. Whether you're a good Samaritan or a serial pant ruiner, it's so much fun to see the world and its people react to your behaviour. Okay, so in Fable 3 you get to be king, complete with all the brutal moral decisions that come with the job, but we always prefer the lower pressure work environment of the second game. Just put aside some of that gold you save on a clean pair of trousers, yeah? If you have somehow made it through the last 10 years without picking up the original Gears trilogy and Judgment, the sale is here to soar through prices like a hot lancer through Locust Skull. The original is going for £3 and every other game is $3.74, meaning you can get all 4 of them for less than £15. If you've watched our longest achievements video, you'll know that unlocking Sirius 3.0 in Gears 3 can take thousands of hours just by itself, so you're getting a fair amount of bang for your buck. We love that the entire Gears series is available to play on Xbox One. Why not take this opportunity to finish your collection? With a sequel on the horizon, the wonderfully named The Fractured But Whole, now is the perfect time to dip into the original South Park RPG. The Stick of Truth is the kind of game your mother warned you about. A foul-mouthed trip into the gang's D&D adventures that somehow manages to include alien probes, Nazi zombies, and a trip to Canada. It's the first video game to capture the gag rate of the TV show, with creators Matt Stone and Trey Parker heavily involved in the writing and lending it their distinct helium tones. For £6, you're getting a whole lot of laughs and preparing yourself for whatever horrors are coming in the sequel. As well as your big blockbusters, there's a mountain of Xbox Live Arcade games on sale too. We've picked Jonathan Blow's Time-Twisting Braid as it remains one of the smartest games we've ever played. A game so brainy it makes you smarter just by playing it. And there's loads of other things to watch out for too. Fans of intense neon arcade classics can grab Geometry Wars Evolved or Space Giraffe for 84p each. We also managed to swipe Castlevania Symphony of the Night and Trials HD for £1.78. Again, a whole lot of game for pocket change. And if you watched my recent attempts to conquer Super Meat Boy in World's Hardest Achievements, you can grab that game for £2.49. You can spend the money you save on anger management. Hooray! So those are the deals you'd be crazy to miss in the Back Compat sale. There are loads more on offer, so do let us know in the comments if there's a bargain you think your fellow viewers should be watching out for. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and join us throughout the week for loads more Xbox love. We'll see you again soon. Bye!